Got to talk about my man. OMI the Hellcat. If you guys don't know, brother OMI, actually got sentenced, and he got sentenced to not that long. You know, the prosecutors. If you don't know the case, I'll give you the synopsis of OMI and the Hellcat. Okay, if you look him up on YouTube, OMI and the Hellcat. Let me go on YouTube. If you look him up on YouTube, you're gonna see some. Let me see if I can show you videos. Popular, shows off his car collection.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Look at this shit.
This thing is a beat. Replacement, hip replacement.
The nigga had about like 100 cars. His thing was white, so he had every fucking car possible in white.
And a femur. Incredible.
Look.
Best thing you could ever use, because when you,
all these
but this one right here, somebody can offer me $250,000 and I won't sell it, because that the reason why I got the name. Because no, but you can offer me whatever you want for this car. I compare them to the front mixed with the Aventador. This car is just incredible. Yeah, this is the baby.
Okay, so let me tell you how he amassed his wealth. He figured out a very ingenious idea. He was basically loading like fire sticks with all the channels, right? And basically giving cable to the people in the hood and giving them whatever channels they wanted for a subscription fee they could pay to him. So instead of paying your local cable provider for HBO and, you know, Fox Sports and FX, TNT, ESPN, OMI and the Hellcat in the Philadelphia area and like southern New Jersey area basically was the supplier for many people in the hood. According to what was said in court, he had about 100,000 people paying him for cable. So he was the cable channel, the cable whatever. Had 100,000 people. If you know how much is cable these days, let's say he was charging them like $25, $30, right? 100,000, $30, you could do the math, okay? He was bringing in a month probably anywhere between 3 to 8 to maybe 10 million a month. That continued on for like, I believe like 2 years or some other shit. And after that, you know, the feds eventually locked him up. This is him speaking after he got arrested. So, by the way, he got arrested twice. Like, he got arrested one time, they let him out, then they arrested him again. This is him speaking a year ago. And by the way, I interviewed him also off the record like about a year ago.
Do you mind if we do a quick one?
What's going on?
So,
sorry, I'm
yeah, you want to put that down? Yeah.
I wish I had one of those. That's a nice little track.
So, tell me what happened yesterday.
Yeah,
The FBI came in.
for the first time. You know, the first time you guys came here, everybody said that it was bull crap.
Right. So just tell me what happened.
Nothing. They just came in. They ran straight up to the ring, and they put a blue tape on the ring so we couldn't see. But obviously, there's about 30 cameras around the whole premises. So they came back for the things that they alleged that I did, the copyright infringement, which, you know, I don't think I ever did anything wrong. Obviously, I was running businesses wide open in the public. So now we just got to see. We're going to have our day in court now. So finally, you know, I get to not be depressed, not be stressed out anymore. Now I get my day in court.
Was this arrest a relief for you?
It was 100% a relief because I didn't know what was going on for 2 years. No answers, no nothing. You know, depressed.
If you can see some of the cars in the background, and by the way, I think this is after the raid. So like, he got raided twice. They seized a bunch of shit, and then he bought it back. So I think this is a Mercedes. Oh, this is no, it's not a Lambo. This G-Wagon. I think this is the Hellcat.
Depressed. You know, a lot of depression comes behind this. They don't know, man. When they do things like this, they take people's livelihoods. You know, so this is sort of a big relief for me.
You look like you're doing pretty good.
Oh, and look, they said that everything that I've done was criminally, And back again, we're back to flourishing again with other business ventures, which means that, I've always done something right, I just...
Okay, so eventually they brought forward an indictment, and he pled guilty. Now, he got sentenced, right? And I could, let me just read this. It says a local YouTube star who built a sizable following, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It would be forced to give up nearly all of it after he was sentenced on Tuesday to 5.5 years in prison for the illegal business that allowed him to amass those trappings of success. Bill Omar Carrasquillo, better known to his more than 800,000 online followers as OMI the Hellcat, pled guilty to running one of the most brazen, successful cable TV piracy schemes ever prosecuted by the U.S. government. As part of his sentencing on Tuesday, he was ordered to forfeit more than $30 million in assets, including $6 million in cash, cars, including Lamborghinis, Porsches, Bentleys, and McLarens, and a portfolio of about a dozen more properties he amassed across Philadelphia and its suburbs. $30 million is a lot of money, but tangible objects aren't everything. U.S. District Judge, whatever said, announcing that the punishment, he says, you have a large following, blah, 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 okay? He apologized to his family and to the cable companies he cheated through his business, which illegally sold content hijacked from those cable boxes to thousands of online subscribers, paying fees as low as $30 a month. Yeah. So that's what he did. And after his sentencing, he said this.
Media for a while, because this is the moment I've been dreading. Facing 27.5 years. We all know it started at 500, but I just got sentenced today. I feel like the judge was super fair. He heard everyone's testimony about my character, everyone who came to court. The judge ordered me to 66 months in federal prison, which I feel as though it's fair, for especially how much money I made. I had to pay 10-point-something million in restitution, which they already have, which will be applied to which they already got the money now. And I got to pay another 5.7 million in restitution to the IRS. So, I'll be home in the next 2 to 3 years. I hope you guys continue to support Reloaded Universe. I've been away from social media for a while.
All right.
Because this is the moment.
All right. One thing I can say about OMI and the Hellcat, and this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, man, if y'all over here robbing and trying to do dumb crimes for like nickels and dimes, I only ever, not that I respect criminals, but I could see a nigga trying to do a heist. If you're gonna do crime, do it big. At the end of the situation, he's gonna be jailed for. He got 5.5 years. He's probably gonna do like 4 3/4 after gets out on good behavior. Now, if you basically got tens of millions of dollars, it's rumored that he could have made, who knows, upwards of $80 million. Who knows how much money he's probably gonna keep after this? But still, for all of that shit, he was flossing this and third. If you watch my podcast with him, he talks about how he was spending wild amount of money in the clubs, how he was just spending shit ton of money. If you watch all of that, what you'll come to the conclusion is it's a reason why he says, yeah, I'm not mad at the 5 years. It was fair. Because, again, the prosecutor wanted him to do 15. And for all the money he got to only get 5 years, some charges, as long as you're trying to do some dumb shit, especially if he has a gun involved, if you're trying to rob somebody of, let's say, an item that costs $10,000, that's usually whatever place you're in, they're going to apply the highest degree of robbery charges, some crazy felony. At that point, you're not going to, it's impossible to get out in 5. You got to go do 20. So it is what it is, man. And salute to OMI and the Hellcat, because not because I agree with what he did, but I just look at people who are smart and who, try to con the system, like our fellow white counterparts would. I look at them and be like, yo, good shit. And I think that's exactly what he did. I think that's exactly what he did. You know what I mean? By the way, he's also still doing some other shit. Like, he got some sneakers. Some people say look like Nikes, but he peddling them shits now. And apparently that's where he's getting a lot of his money. You know, I talked to him privately before, and he basically told me, Ak, sneakers or selling sneakers is the biggest profit margin you could get because all of the people's favorite sneakers cost nothing to make. And you could still sell a shoe for like $200. So imagine the cost to make it is so low, and if you actually do sell it, you get so much money. It's just easy. All right, people. Somebody say he getting sued right now? Yeah, he getting sued right now, but I don't even know how vigorously they're going to try to pursue him off of it because I don't know how much money he made off it, but we will see. All right. What else did we not talk about? Please, let me know. Check YB Twitter. What is YB tweeting?